I am now going to attempt to read your mind. Calling upon the power of the cosmos and channeling my divine energy through the very screen from which you watch me from, I will gaze into the very folds and secluded recesses of your mind and make a bold attempt to glean, if only for a brief second, the interworkings of your very brain. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Go ahead and hit that like button to lock in your number whenever you pick it out. No rush at all. Did you hit the like button? Have you locked it yet? Okay, so take your number and multiply it by 2. Now, take your new number and multiply it by 5. Now, bear with me, there's a little bit of math involved. It'll be worth it in the end. Proceed to divide by the original number that you picked. Finally, subtract 7 from the result. Now I'm going to use my magical powers to guess what your result is. So concentrate on it really, really hard. Now make sure that if I get your number correct, you share my video to all your friends so that they can see it too, okay? Okay. I'm thinking, and I believe that your number is 3!
I would like to summon some dead memes.
Hey boys and girls, it's me, Tom Donahue, your
Wow.
host for the Wild Tangents podcast.
That's definitely dead.
Now, what you just witnessed was a very simple math trick, one which always equals 3. Obviously, seeing as how I put that in the video. But seriously, try it with any number, from 1 all the way to 1 trillion. Any number you plug in will result in 3. This type of hackney trick is one which can be figured out on your own if you take the time to apply some critical thinking skills. This is also the type of magic emulated by Rick Lax's Facebook page, the man who, presumably, led you to click on this video.
Hello, my friends. My name is Rick Lax, and I am about to read your mind.
Much of Rick's Facebook content is along this line of cheap magical tricks.
We begin with your age. Go ahead, think of your age right now. Shouldn't take too long. Whatever number you're thinking of right now, add 3 to it. Do that now.
Video after video after video is predictable, and Rick constantly uses the same scams in order to spread his cancerous tricks that he attempts to pass off as magic. I'm betting that next you're expecting me to really lay into the man. I would venture to guess that's why so many of you clicked on this video in the first place. To hear me shit-talk this man, exposing him for the fraud he really is. Am I right? Wrong! That's your job! You see, you, as a consumer, not only have a right, but an obligation to identify any and all societal snake oil salesmen that may be lurking out there. It's up to all of us as individuals, you and me and your fine, sweet mother, to see something and determine for ourselves whether or not it is fake or real. That's simply the times that we live in. I'm here to say that, in my opinion, Rick Lax's fake Facebook videos, they're pretty fakey. They're lackluster. There's not much to them. You can figure them out. You can figure them out pretty easily. But I'm about to say something that may surprise some of you, because you see, Rick Lax, the magician, the man behind the Facebook page trying to garner your likes and views, Rick Lax, the individual, is actually a very talented and accomplished magician. Rick, in his lifetime, has written 3 books on the art of deception and magic. He was a consultant for David Copperfield. And the creme de la creme, Rick Lax even appeared on Penn and Teller's Penn and Teller, Fool Us. And not only that, but he was the only contestant in that particular episode to be able to successfully fool Penn and Teller.
Okay, well, let's go over to him. Penn, Teller.
Boy, oh boy, that was a good routine.
Thank you.
And not only that, it was a very, very flattering routine to take Casey at the Bat, which we did off Broadway and on Broadway. We're just very flattered by you using all this Penn and Teller minutia, all this trivia to make that so good. Your performance, I love the nervous, nutty energy. You got a little nervous, of course, when you sell this. Gives us a lot of information about it. And we also copped a couple cards from the table. And the cards could, in some way, be doctored for you to be able to figure out which to go which way. All of that would be true if you had not fooled us. But you did.
Wow. All this information coming down at you may be leading you to stop and ask yourself, wait, hold on, what's happening? How is it that this man is pumping out hot garbage on Facebook, but is actually quite accomplished and has really an incredible resume? Well, I'll tell you, folks, it's all for one thing. Ya sweet, sweet money. This is Rick's day job. I mean, I'm not gonna bash on the man. Making a living posting 2-minute videos on Facebook is a pretty cushy gig. So to conclude, not only does Rick Lax have a successful Facebook page where he gets millions of views and likes a day, has a well-rounded and well-accomplished resume and career in the field of magic, but Rick Lax has managed to pull the greatest deception off of all. My man's Rick Lax, who was able to fool all these people into thinking that he's a bad magician. Hell, he might have even fooled some of you, too. So, the next time that you see a Rick Lax video on Facebook that guy who sat next to you in geometry in your sophomore year of high school shared, maybe take a second or two to appreciate the man. But definitely don't indulge him by watching.
There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a star.